Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your co-host Chris.
I'm your co-host Garrett, and today we're going to be talking about our discourse communities on the Albuquerque Daily.
So my discourse community is baseball, and the game of baseball originated in the late 1800s. It is hard to tell exactly when it was originally founded. There were multiple people trying to take credit for the America's pastime, but the real person who founded the game was Abner Doubleday. The goals of this game are for people to enjoy and to have fun while playing it, and people to take a day off and play the game if it excites them. The game is meant to have a huge psychological aspect, and a great quote from Yogi Berra, who is an all-time great, had said 90% of baseball is mental and the other half is physical. And honestly, whenever I read that quote at first, literally I was like, that is the most true quote I've ever heard about baseball.
Yeah.
Literally, it is all psychological. You're always thinking about what's the next play and what you're gonna do, and it's crazy what goes through baseball players' minds, because you only have split seconds to do or to take action with whatever you're playing in the field, or if you're hitting or whatever. And there are just many how do I say this? There's many goals or all-time records that have been in the game since the very when it first started, crazy records Joe DiMaggio's 56 game hitting streak, and I don't know if you know baseball, Garrett, but 56 games of having one hit is insane.
Exactly, yeah. And even watching it on TV, I mean, it looks like the pitchers are throwing bullets out there.
Exactly.
Throwing a small ball 96 to 100 miles per hour and having to hit it with a bat that's you can't even blink.
Exactly, and you only have split seconds, but just the fact a 56 game hitting streak, it just blows my mind, because I don't know if you people know baseball, but not even half the time, more than half the time, you're gonna fail in the game. Say you get 10 at bats, right? You hit the ball 3 times, you're failing the other 7 times. It's really a game of failure, and it's just. It's a hard game, and that's why it's all psychological, because if you fail once, you got to get back up. You can't let that error or strikeout affect you in your game.
Yeah, there's no room for frustration.
Exactly. And baseball is just a crazy sport, and I don't know, man. It really is emotional for me to talk about, because I love this game as well. And
Yeah.
I know you love basketball as well, and I don't know. How long have you been playing basketball?
I actually started playing basketball in 7th grade.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm definitely a late bloomer, but it has taught me a lot. But just some background about the game of basketball. Basketball was brought to this world at Springfield College in Massachusetts. James Naismith, he was an instructor and a graduate student from Springfield. He created the game in 1891. And so basically just after, the game was played, at that college, it started blowing up a little bit, and it got passed around to a few YMCAs. It got introduced to colleges, and after that, it became an official,
Took off,
Olympic sport. I just think that's crazy, something like that just to blow up in a short amount of time.
Exactly. Just the fact that it blew up that fast, it just amazes me, and it's even bigger today. And I would almost say that it's bigger than the NFL here in the United States, honestly, because that game is just, it's so explosive, and people want to see a fast-paced game. They want to see scoring. They want to see defense. And NFL has its moments with explosiveness and the big hits. Everyone wants to see that, but I say basketball is giving NFL a run for its money right now.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that too. It's just such a fast-paced game. There's so much action going on every play. It just keeps you on your toes.
Exactly. And so, back to the personal significance of baseball to me, and to basketball, of course, to Garrett. Baseball, I started out when I was young. I probably started playing since I was 4 or 5ish. It's always been a part of my life, and last year was really hard to give it up. When we won state, at the time I was so happy, but right now I'm missing it a lot, dude. I'm missing it a lot. and like to give up a sport that you loved and like that you played your entire life is just it hurts you.
Yeah, and especially for you to put in all that work, and most kids don't even have the opportunity to make it to the state playoffs.
Exactly.
But to win and walk away from it is just
to go out on top is just it was a surreal feeling. I don't know if I'll ever feel that again, honestly. It's such a this game, I love it. Like I have like a loss of words because of how much I love the game and how much time I dedicated to the game, and like honestly, like for you in basketball, you probably put in so much work after and like during and like the practices and the running. Like it sucks in the meantime, like when you're in it, but like when you're out of the game, you kind of look back and like, dang,
like I really,
yeah. I really wish I would have just kept trying and like tried harder.
Yeah,
exactly. And like basketball, just go back to that, like the personal significance for you and like how it shaped you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I graduated from Valencia High School, but even starting at Valencia Middle School, I had never played basketball. I was never in any leagues, but I was tall, and my friends, they just really pushed me. They're like, "Come on, we need some height. Come on." So I just picked it up probably like a week before and just like practiced a little bit. They kind of explained the rules, walked me through, and then we had tryouts, and I ended up making the team. And the first year, was kind of rough because I didn't play a lot. I barely knew how to dribble the ball. But, I really, really just fell in love with the game after that. And that whole summer of my 7th grade summer, I got invited to play on my first, like, traveling team. And I just put in, like, loads of – just because I liked it, I enjoyed it. It doesn't even feel like work, but I did. I put in a lot of time. And by that next year, like, I was a starter.
Yeah, you enjoyed the grind.
Yeah, and so I think that's one of the things that basketball taught me was, perseverance and probably work ethic as well. And especially coming from a place like Valencia High School because, I mean, I love my high school. Like, that's, like, those are my stopping grounds. Like, I wouldn't trade my high school experience for anything. But I've never, looking back on it, I've never been at a place where I've looked around and just seen everyone so mentally defeated. Like, it's just, the culture over there is just so rough, and I credit basketball a lot for that because I feel like if I didn't play sports, I wouldn't have a good work ethic, and I would just be, one of those kids that just didn't have any goals and just walking around just like, pathless,
Exactly. So, so when you're playing on the court, like, what kind of terminology do you guys use? Like, what do you guys say? Like, pick and roll, like anything like that?
I mean, everyone knows like the simple language, like slam dunk, when you dunk the ball, or like an ankle breaker, when you're dribbling down, give them the little shimmy 1-2, break them up. But just things like that. It's just like you have to be in the community. It's one of those things. You just have to be in the community. Like if you steal the ball from someone, that's cookies. You're taking the ball, like you want those cookies, or if you say like if someone hits a shot and you're like that's wet, it's because like a swish. But just different things like that. You definitely have to be in the community to know, but it's pretty easy to pick up once you're around it.
Yeah, of course. Like,
what about you?
For me, baseball has a unique terminology, I'd say. Like again, you kind of have to be in the community to like know, and like you kind of have to play the game. And once you you'll pick it up quick. Yeah, you'll pick it up quick. So like, I'll give like a couple little ones. Like the count. So like it's how many balls and strikes you have, and like the diamond, the 4 bases around the infield, like just stuff like that. But like it's just unique because you won't hear it like any other place. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy, and like to think about all that is just like, and like to know like seriously, you can meet a player from like a completely like different like country, and like you'll say like how many like you could be like strikes and balls and be like 1 and 2, like he'll be able to give you like you'll be able to talk.
Yeah, it's like universal like language.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I don't know. Like again, like I seriously think like baseball it's America's pastime, but like eventually I think it'll pick back up, and it really has picked back up because it's an explosive sport as well. like so many of the great hitters in today's league, like they hit the crap out of the ball, dude. They're hitting like 500 feet homers, and like I don't know. I really hope more people just join baseball, and like seriously, if you're interested in baseball, like join. Like it can't hurt you from trying a sport. Like I've always wanted to play basketball competitively, but like I didn't give up on my dreams. Like I always play basketball with my friends, but like I seriously regret not playing in high school or playing competitively like that. Like I can play with my friends, but I regret not playing competitively.
Yeah, yeah, and even like watching baseball now, and even hearing like you talk about it more now, it really makes me interested. Like just going out and try my luck in some league or something and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time that we have today, folks. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and like remember, just join. Like if you want to play, try it and play it. Any last words, Garrett?
Oh, just thank you for listening, and tune in later for our next podcast. Thank you.